I'm going to make an attempt to record a short video here about cutting out the fabric for the confetti quilt in the quilt along. I have starched my fat quarters and ironed them out flat, so I have a whole pile of them ready to go. I've been cutting 10-inch squares, and I'm making this video to help somebody that might make a mistake as I did right off the bat. So as you can see, this was my first square I cut, and I've pieced it because I cut it an inch too narrow. So to prevent myself from doing that again, this is the method that I've decided to cut all the rest of them. I line my fabric up along this wider line, which is on my mat, is the 15-inch mark on my mat. And then to square up the bottom edge, I lay my ruler on the first 1-inch line and trim off the edge of the fabric. For the life of me, I can't remember what that's called, that you want to trim off on the edge of a fabric, but there it is. I've got to change the blade in my cutter too. Okay, so then it's on the 15-inch mark, so adding 10 inches, I'll go over to the 25-inch mark. And be sure this is all lined up correctly. And then with the old saying of measure twice, cut once, I take my ruler and I lay it on the edge of my fabric and over to the edge of my ruler to make sure it's 10 inches. That's just a double check is all I'm doing. Doing a double check on myself so I don't cut this wrong again. Because if my repaired square doesn't work right, I'm going to have to go buy more fabric to get another 10-inch square. And then you have this much fabric left along the side, which I'm piling up over here. And then I'm going to put this on the line for another 10 inches. And of course, double check myself to make sure, yep, 10 inches. Cut that one out. Move my ruler up to, I believe is going to make 10 inches up here. But just to be certain, get out my safety measure, 10 inches. Okay, this is going to work. And cut another 10-inch square, just like that. It's just using a safety measure to be sure that I'm cutting it right and I'm gonna have enough fabric to make my quilt without having to go back and buy more fabric. Good luck to all of you. And I'll keep cutting.